evening, a friend of mine happened to call me. He's 75 or 76, and I said to him, I said, after you turn 70, do you go downhill like this every year? And he said, well, yeah, every year is you're going down every year, but some years are worse than others. He said, but I may have the answer for you. And I said, oh, really? Why? He said, because I just ordered a band for my wife who's got back pain, and um, a year we heard from about a friend up in Northern California that had really bad pain in her hip, knee, and back, and for several years, and walked with a limp, and she got this band, and then a few minutes later, she's walking with no pain and no limp. So we're going to try it on my wife. I said, well, why are you telling me this? I don't have any pain. And he said, well, I've just finished watching looking at the website, and it showed a golfer could hit a golf ball 15 yards further if he wore this band, because it gave him more strength. So I said, oh, well, that sounds interesting. So he sent me the website, and I didn't look at it till the next day. And when I looked at it, I didn't see anything about a golfer or anything about pain. All I saw was this was all about protection from 5G, and I thought, wow, if this protects me against 5G, I don't care if it works for other things. I'm going to order it. So it arrived. I'm in here in my office. I had it tested, and there's really a lot of EMF, and so I'm kind of concerned about it. And I got all kinds of other devices that's supposed to help, but I don't know if it does or not. Anyway, so I I I got the band on February 7th, and I played pickleball that night. And I did a move that I had never been able to do before. And in fact, I'd only seen a few other people do it. And I thought, man, well, maybe it's the band, maybe it's not. And then a few days later, I went for a hike, and I was it was a 5 mile hike, my first of the year. And normally I'm sore after a hike with a steep hill, like I had a mile long hill with about a 500-foot elevation. So I thought I'll be sore the next day, but I wasn't, because I hadn't hiked in 7 months. And then but the big test was going to be the next day when I was going to go to the gym. So, or on the Friday, the 12th of February. So at the gym, I figured I'd start with try 65-pound dumbbells, which is 10 pounds more than I was lifting the week before, and I had no problem whatsoever. I couldn't believe it. And then I go spinning, and I did the third best score I've ever had, in the years I've been spinning. So I thought, wow, this is amazing. So when I got home, I thought, wow, I'm going to look into this further and maybe, spread the word. So I looked at the comp plan, and I saw that this would be, you could pay a lot, that this, you could actually make money deep, not just money from selling to one person, but you could actually build an organization and get paid. So I thought, well, maybe it's something I could do, to make a bit of money. So, and then I started listening to some of the recorded calls, and on there it said that the most common testimonial they get is better sleep. And I thought, my God, I've slept pretty well the last few nights. I don't even know if I even woke up during the night at all, which is unusual, because usually that'll only happen every month or two. And then about a week later, I realized I'm hardly using nasal spray anymore, which I used to, I probably used it 3 times in a week, where I normally use like 4, 5, 6, 7 times a night. And then the last thing that I know, oh, and then of course my wife said, and I started calling a lot of people. Like I think one day I called 48 people, and normally I'd be lucky if I call 5, and usually I'm just a call that I'm returning. And here I'm actually calling people, which I hadn't done in a long time. And my wife says to me several times, I haven't seen you like this in over 20 years. So I really had a lot of more motivation and a lot more energy, maybe from having a better sleep. Anyway, so but the last thing I noticed that, and also I played pickleball a lot better after that. I noticed that I was much better a lot of people noticed as well that I was playing a lot better. But the last thing I really noticed was when I surprised myself when I went to get this heavy extension ladder. It's a 12-foot extension ladder from the garage, and I carried back and forth from the garage to the house to the garage. I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 times a year. And I grabbed it, and all of a sudden I realized something must be missing. The extension must have fallen out or something. And I'm looking, and it's there. And I said, "Oh my God, it's so light." And I realized it must be because the band. I'm wearing the band. So anyway, that's my things I've noticed.